You want to be happy for somebody? Hope they died doing something they hated. Then they didn't have to finish. I want to die on Thanksgiving weekend at my in-laws' house.
I like talking to my kids about history. Because when you tell a little kid history, it's like first time they ever heard the story, and the reactions are hilarious. Like, he was telling my kids about Thanksgiving a couple months ago, and they're like, what's the deal with Thanksgiving? I'm like, oh, Thanksgiving, the Pilgrims came to America, and they didn't know how to have any food or any place to live, so the Indians taught them how to hunt and farm and build houses. And my kids are like, wow, that's really nice of them. What happened to the Indians? We got rid of them. Why did we do that? Because they didn't eat their vegetables. Yeah, don't let me tell you about George Washington not brushing his teeth.
I don't do dangerous things. I get into doing safe things. I was in a horrible Thanksgiving-related accident. I'm going to tell you guys what happened to me. I don't want it to happen to you. We've all noticed old people will come out of retirement to cook something for the holiday. And the older you are, the better your gravy is. That's how that works. I don't know why, but I'm curious. I'm paying attention. I'm trying to learn. Near as I could tell, you have to have an arthritic grip on a fork and some sort of palsy to get all the lumps out. Get a good dew on it. Grandma stopped taking her pills last week. This is gonna be the best gravy ever. She made meringue in 12 seconds this afternoon. She's faster than the mixer. That's a house record. I'm a good kid. I love my relatives. They look tired. I said, you guys have been working too hard. Enjoy your holiday. Hard part's done. I'll keep an eye on the food. Kitchen's where the accident happened. There's one big pot with a lid on it. I found out the next day they call that pot a pressure cooker. I want to see what's under the lid. Bam, blows up in my face. I was in the emergency room on Thanksgiving. You know the best doctor? He doesn't work on Thanksgiving. I got a kid who was excited because he had a customer. He took one look at my burns. He goes, dude, you're lucky. He called me dude. You have second-degree burns. That means you get all the blistering and skin damage of third-degree burns. But your nerve endings remain intact. So you get to feel the pain. And the pain was heightened, in my case, because I have a medical condition. I am a man. I was born that way. It runs in my family. On my dad's side.
Do you have any idea how confusing it is growing up half black and half white? I'm messed up for life, people. I used to steal stuff and take it back. Sad. It's something about the black side that's so honest. I love telling that joke in front of my white friends, I do. Because they're immediately like, we do not steal, not at all. Okay, we may have stole one country. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. True story.
So, buddy mine just ran a half marathon. Put that little sticker on his car, that little white oval, says 13.1. I told him that sticker lets everyone know he ran half the distance. That actually impresses people. When he was finished, I gave him half a thumbs up. All 50% of that is yours, my man. Congratulations, divided by 2. I thought I was going to run a marathon once in my life. It was on my bucket list. And then I realized I won't even drive 26 miles. Like, if you want me to do something and it's 26 miles away, I'm probably not going to go. And I'm not traveling there on foot. That's not happening. If you do want to feel good about yourself, though, sign up for a turkey trot. Do you know what these are? It's like a 2-mile charity run. They do it on Thanksgiving morning. People who sign up for this, they've never run in their life. But they decide, you know what? It's Thanksgiving. I'm about to consume the calories of an Olympic athlete. Why not spend the morning throwing up in the bushes? That's how I'm going to give back.
I'm not from these parts. I'm from Canada. Oh, well, thank you, but we're building a wall. So... Sorry about that one. We're making you pay for it. Yep, I think it's adorable what so many Americans don't know about Canada. Did you guys know that we celebrate Thanksgiving on a different day? Did you know that? I was talking to a woman in the States that freaked when I told her. She's like, get out. Do you celebrate Christmas on a different day too? I'm not kidding. I said, yes, we do. In Canada, Jesus is a Gemini. You know, he's got a twin. All right, never mind. Let's move on.
It's a good ride. That's what I'm saying. And it always leads to something new. Like, you meet somebody new. Like, I met the love of my life. Her name's Sam. She's great. We've been together 5 years. I remember when we first started dating in a couple months. She was like, Michael, if we're still together at Thanksgiving, will you come have Thanksgiving dinner with my family? Okay, bro. You don't have to say if we're still together, right? I'm not just gonna show up regardless. Who would do that? It's like, ding dong. Happy Thanksgiving! Hi, everybody. Yeah, Grandma. Hi. Oh, yeah, I know we're not together anymore, but I was invited. These are my plans. I take Evites very seriously.
So anyway, these Italians, which I'm trying to explain, 9 hours of eating, it's crazy. The table is like this long. Every person who's in the country from Italy is sitting at the table, and nobody else gets up from the table, but 90-year-old women are walking around serving all these. You know what that's like to see a 90-year-old woman slaving by the stove? My grandmother was like that, which is very strange. Because in the black household, it's Thanksgiving time. It's like, you should be cooking for us. Y'all are grown. I ain't nobody's slave. I ain't nobody's slave. I ain't nobody's slave. Fine, I'll cook. Because when you're Italian, you cook till you're dead. I got an aunt who's like 96 years old in a wheelchair. Pulls herself up to hold. She's got to cook for the babies. The babies are going to starve. You mean me and my sister? No, your father, who's 70 years old. The babies are gonna starve.
You ever see these kind of stories? Somebody gets killed, kind of tragic circumstances. Maybe they were rock climbing, fishing, skydiving, they get killed. And people always say this, I know they mean well. They go, at least he died doing something he loved. Which to me is the cruelest irony of all time. Because if I told you I was going to teach you how to fish, you're going to love fishing. You're going to fish almost every weekend for the next 30 years. But eventually, you're going to fall off a boat and drown. You'd go, well, you know what? I think I want to learn how to draw. You want to be happy for somebody? Hope they died doing something they hated. Then they didn't have to finish. I want to die on Thanksgiving weekend at my in-laws' house. Maybe I can ruin that weekend for them one time. You ever hear I died under those circumstances? I want you to be happy for me. Ah, that's great. He hated doing that.
Been married 7 years. 4 years ago, we decided to start a family. I ran into infertility issues. We decided that we wouldn't let that stop us, our dream of having a family. So 3 years ago, my wife and I got on an airplane and we flew to Kenya, Africa, and we adopted and brought home our very own baby. And folks, we could not be happier. Thank you. Hey, I'm thrilled, because finally, my wife gets to be a mommy. And I'm happy for me because finally, someone in my family's gonna be able to dunk. This child has been nothing but a blessing to our family. I am from Southern Virginia. If you adopt a child outside of your culture or skin tone, people sometimes feel the need to ask you stupid questions. We were playing with our baby in a park and saw a woman who we knew. This is the conversation we had. She goes, I have a question. How is the baby supposed to know you're the parents? Well, because y'all are white and the baby is black. Let's say the baby is playing in a park and you call the baby's name. How is the baby supposed to know who to run to? Very inappropriate question. I gave an inappropriate answer. I said, oh, Barbara, there's a video for that. It came out in the 90s. It's all about Africa. What I do is I walk out into the park and I say, Ha, Sibuenya, Baba Sisi Baba, Huenya Hama. And then the baby comes running. I pick the baby up and go like this. All the animals in the park bow. My wife says, Hakuna Matata. And she said, I had no idea. You are not getting a Christmas card this year, Barbara. People say dumb things. It's 2017. It boggles my mind that people say dumb things. I have fun with it, because if you try to make me feel inappropriate, I'm definitely gonna make you feel inappropriate. I was holding my daughter, the third week she was in the country. We were buying supplies at Walmart, and a security guard came up with his hand on his gun, and he said, when'd you get her? And I knew what he meant, but I said, oh, we got her on Black Friday. He was like, well, all right then. We had a nursing home in Matthews. It's a convalescent center. Last Thanksgiving, we took Ella. Old people love babies. She was running around blowing kisses, giving high fives. Everybody loved her, except this one old white woman. She was like 197, just bitter. She goes, I got a question. How come you didn't get a white baby? I was like, ma'am, because it was after Labor Day. You can't do nothing white after Labor Day. Them's the rules. She was like, well, that makes sense. I was like, no, it doesn't. I want to kick you, but you're in a wheelchair. I can't do it.
You can put a bowl of food and leave the cat for 3 days. A bowl of food, put water there, okay? If the water evaporates or you drink too much, open the toilet. Do whatever you gotta do to put more water around the house. The cat will eat and drink. For a week, the cat will be fine. There'll be food left when you come back. The cat's like, wow, how was your trip, right? You do the same thing with a dog. Before you get up the block, the dog's like, hey, really? Thought it was Thanksgiving. I ate all that in like 5 minutes. Well, I thought it was a treat. You put so much in there at one time. I thought it was a gift. Woo! Doggy Christmas, right? Stupid. Come back home, the dog's already eaten half the couch. Hey, I was hungry, man. I thought you were gone forever.
17, are you an old school kid? No? I'm gonna give you the old school test. That your buddy next to you? How old are you? 17. 17, officer. Both of you, stand up. Stand up. Stand right there. Right there. Right there. There you go. I'm gonna give you both the old school test. Okay, wait a minute. All right, this is easy. This one's easy. You've seen this. What is this? What is that? A phone book. No, you were so close. It's a booster chair. Oh, see, right? You know, see? You knew. see this? You saw this twice at your grandma's house. Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's when you saw it. I know, because I had to use one, so okay. Still do. Anyway.